You've seen them, right? Those weirdly satisfying videos taking over your social media feeds. The ones where roads are just perfectly restored. They seem to pop up out of nowhere, but man, they are everywhere. Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how this viral magic is made.
And when I say everywhere, I am not kidding. Just look at this number. One single video has hit 132 million views. That is not just popular. That's a full-blown global phenomenon. And it's not just a one-off thing. Tons of these videos have tens of millions of views. This isn't just luck. It's a formula.
So that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It looks so complex, you'd think it came from a big VFX studio. But here's the secret. It's actually made with just a few pretty simple tools in a way that, honestly, anyone can follow. And we're about to break down exactly how it's done. Okay, let's start with the Creator's Toolkit. You do not need some fancy production company for this. In fact, this entire viral video can be whipped up with just 4 key pieces of software. And believe it or not, most of them are totally free. So here's the whole lineup. First, you're going to grab an image from Pinterest to get started. Then you'll use an AI like Gemini to cook up the damaged and the restored versions of it. After that, a tool called Flow is going to animate the change between those 2 images. And finally, you stitch the whole thing together in a super simple video editor called CapCut. Yep, that's the entire workflow.
So here's the thing you have to understand. This whole process, it all hinges on just 2 still images. The magic isn't really about filming anything. It's about creating a really compelling before and after that an AI can then just bring to life. It taps into that part of our brain that just loves seeing chaos turned into perfect order.
And it really does start this simple. You just hop on Pinterest, find any picture of a road you think looks cool, and save it. Then you're going to pop open Gemini and upload that exact photo. This picture is your starting point, your foundation, and now you're going to tell the AI how to break it. And here is the first secret ingredient, the prompt. See, you aren't just telling the AI, hey, make this road look bad. No. You're using really descriptive language, telling it to create things like cracked asphalt and weathered lines to get that absolutely perfect before picture. Oh, and here is a super important technical detail, so don't miss this. Inside Gemini, before you hit generate, you have to dig into the tools and pick a very specific image creation model. The one you need for this effect is called Nano Banana. Seriously, if you don't have this setting turned on, the prompts just won't work right. Okay, so once Gemini spits out your perfectly damaged road, you download it. But you're not done with Gemini just yet. You're going to immediately upload that broken road picture right back into the AI. And you might be asking, why? Well, it's because you're now going to use that image as the starting point for your after shot. And that brings us to our second secret ingredient, the restoration prompt. This one basically just reverses all the damage. You're telling Gemini to create a perfectly pristine, fixed version of the broken image it just made for you. It's a really clever 2-step process, and it keeps the before and after shots looking really consistent. And just like that, you are done with phase 1. You've got your 2 most important assets, the broken, beat-up road and the clean, totally restored road. These are the 2 pillars your entire viral video is going to be built on. All right, now that we have our static frames, it's time for the fun part. It's time to create the motion, that super satisfying fix that makes these videos so darn addictive. This is where the animation tool comes into play. So inside a tool like Flow, the first thing you'll do is switch the mode to frame to video. Then it's as simple as uploading your damaged picture as the starting frame and your restored picture as the ending frame. Oh, and make sure you set the aspect ratio to portrait for that classic social media look. Then get ready to paste in your next prompt. Now, this third prompt is all about the motion. It's what tells the AI how to get from frame 1 to frame 2. It's not just a simple fade, it's a command that actually generates the illusion of construction equipment or materials moving around. And that's what creates that really captivating repair effect. Just a quick pro tip to make sure everything runs nice and smoothly, you'll want to use the VO 3.1 Fast model. It's super efficient, it costs about 20 credits each time you generate, and it gives you 1 video output. It's kind of the sweet spot for getting good quality without waiting forever. Now, to make the video loop absolutely perfectly, you just need to create 1 more short clip. This time, you're going to start with the restored image that the AI made, and for the end frame, you're going to use your original photo, the one you first got from Pinterest. This is what creates that seamless transition right back to the beginning. And this right here is the final piece of the puzzle. This last prompt, it just handles that little subtle animation that blends the AI's restored image back into the original photograph. It makes the whole sequence feel complete and totally ready to loop. So with both of your animations generated, you just hit download. Make sure you save them in 1080p so they look nice and crisp on social media. And that's it. The hardest part is officially over.
All right, we're on the home stretch now. We've got our 2 animated clips, and all that's left to do is stick them together. And honestly, this is by far the quickest and simplest part of the entire process.
You just open up a simple editor like CapCut, import your 2 video files, and drag them onto the timeline. Just double check that they're scaled up to fill the portrait screen, and that's it. You've done it. You have now created your very own viral AI restoration video. So what looks like this incredibly complex process is actually just a very clever and repeatable blueprint. It's a formula that just combines these AI tools that are already out there in a really specific order. So let's just recap that formula one more time. You find an image, you use prompts to create 2 static frames, a before and an after. Then use more prompts to animate the move between those frames, and finally, you assemble the clips. It's simple, it's effective, and clearly it is incredibly viral. You know, this whole thing just shows the power of creative prompting and just chaining different AI tools together. It really makes you wonder, if this is what's possible today with just a few prompts for road repair videos, what completely new kind of viral content, what new trend is just sitting out there, waiting to be unlocked by the next clever use of AI?